right now. If you just look at the scoreboard, but the team of Imperfections need to lift their game, and they need to do it now.
Yeah, they need to come up, start winning some gunfights, and I'm going to pull up the scoreboard as we are going to see, you know, Strife 9-5, Shock 11-5, doing some work, and Hype is 9-3 now, and Hatred the only one not doing much, or Hatred Raider at 4-5, but he's still in there getting some defends. He has one defend. Let's go to the other team. Riot needs to pick it up. He's 3-9, but we are
beautiful job just there. Just had to quickly say this. We just did see,
and it looks like I'm getting kicked out. I hope I'm not getting DOSed. Well, guys, I just lost my connection.
Rotate. Are you still in the game?
No, no. Do you want to send me an invite?
Is the stream live? Real quick.
I hope it's live.
Alright, well, if it is live, I'll just quickly recap what's happened in the past couple of seconds in case it is. We have seen a little bit of a comeback from this Imperfection squad. They have, literally, they've got about 60 seconds off this hill, so the scores are literally even as of right now. So it's very interesting to see themselves crawl back. The scores are in fact 130 to 75. Of course, it is in favor of this excess squad as they're trying to rotate over to this middle area of the hardpoint, which is extremely, you know, it's the first rotation, so it's going to be extremely interesting to see if teams can pull some time off it. But as I switch through the players, none of them have score streaks. Sorry, one of them does. Jonesy, who is inside the hill, but unfortunately gets just taken out there by his teammate there. But he does, of course, have that Lightning Strike and Hellstorm missile, so it's going to be very interesting to see how he uses those, as the hill is getting thrown around between the two teams, as neither of them actually control these score streaks. It looks like we do have another player with connection interrupted. That's a little bit unfortunate there, but he should jump back into it. As you see, Jonesy, he's trying to throw himself into this hard point, unable to really connect any shots onto the place there. As you see, this Imperfection squad already rotating over. And Smarty, are you getting back into the lobby?
I'm actually in the game now. I'm watching Hype as he is controlling this hill. He seems to be their anchor right now, but he does get taken out by Jonesy. Now, Jonesy seems to be the guy that just keeps breaking the hills. He's 11-12 with 4 captures and 3 defends. So those 4 captures tell you that he is the breaker of the hill. So I'm going to stay on board with Jonesy right here really quick as he has this Scorpion, and he does see somebody take somebody out, but no, somebody's on step up and takes him out, and I believe that was Riot.
He is just melting people. That was Riot. In fact, he did drop. Now the score's 70 seconds roughly, divides the two teams, 20 until it rotates, and we're seeing the Imperfection squad already starting to rotate. You know what? They know that they need full time on this hill. They're not going to waste their time trying to break the excess setup that they have on the green building. 10 seconds and the score's nearly 100 points of difference. Imperfections, they need full time of this, but Jonesy, he's going to be the OBJ player trying to get in the hill, which he already is. He's already set up perfectly, and he does have score streaks, so those will be a big factor. But unfortunately, he pokes his head out of the window and gets shut down. A little bit unfortunate to him, but they still have control of the hill. You see this Exit squad throwing themselves into it, unfortunately unable to get tested. They do so just there, but shots going exchange. PP does take out Raider there, and score streaks, Hellstorm missile in hand, only able to connect with 2 players. Unfortunately, one of them was his own teammate Hype there. He's got to watch out for his friends there, as this Imperfection squad are doing an amazing job at crawling back onto the scoreboard, and I can definitely see this game going down to the wire.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. They've come back. I mean, it was nearly 100 points. Now it's only about, 60 points. So we're getting, or 65 if you want to be technical. But this hill right here is going to be the most important hill, as we will see that Shock is in it already. He's already looking at this box area door. Takes Pepe out, or PP, however you want to say that. But my wife just laughed in the background, by the way. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump on board with Strife, as he's going to jump in bottom brown. He's going to be trying to get this gas station cut off, or petrol, as you Australians like to say, right?
We have so many call-outs for so many different areas. It's actually unbelievable. That's one of the problems that happens when I do, cast on an international stream. They have a million different call-outs compared to me. So I myself say something like servo, and they'll just give me like this reply in Twitter or Skype. They'll be like, What? Oh, sorry, that's gas station, you know, and that's half the problem, but we call it servo, gas station, and a million other different names. But just real quick, as I was running my flaps there, imperfections, not too sure how they pronounce it, but they have done an amazing job of crawling them through their way through back. As we just saw Riot doing an amazing job getting two-piece, the hill will rotate in less than 10 seconds here. As the scores are 40 seconds, the difference less than 2 minutes, it is going to come down to this middle hill. As we can see, the Imperfection squad starting to rotate over, but there it is, massive kills by Jonesy there, taking out the triple of the team there, and we're going to start to see them really push in. Oh, the stealth chopper coming in. This is going to be close. 180 to 214. 1 minute and a half is left alive. Stealth chopper will hover itself over the top there. Imperfections, they need to go big right now. They need to jump into the hill. Jonesy's stealth chopper is going off. Shock's trying to answer back but unable to do so. But it looks like that stealth chopper isn't able to pick up the final player for this Exodus squad, which is inside the hill. But unfortunately, it looks like it's going to get contested. Massive kills going down as the scores are so even. But with that stealth chopper in the air, this squad of Exodus are doing an amazing job and still getting some time on the ball.
Yeah, they are, and you know, it's getting down to the wire. It will come down to this next hill, which I'm watching Riot right now. He has his Scorpion in the green building, and he's upstairs. He's going to watch the door. Oh, looks like he jumps down, gets taken out by Hatred Raider. Raider doing a big job right there. Raider does get taken out. Pepe is on a 3-kill spree as he's going to come right back around. He just got a double kill. He's going to pick up one more. Has a 4-kill streak now. And Doc, this is coming down to the wire as... Oh, no, it's over. It's over already. Wow.
Oh, no, it is too. I just looked at the scoreboard there. You wouldn't think it'd already be over, but unfortunately it is mathematically impossible for the team of Imperfections to end up winning the game. Of course, 10 seconds left. The scores, though, very, very close in the end of it. It's only 30 seconds separating the two teams. But what a first game we've seen just there. We did see, you know, Imperfections, they were out of it at the start, but they crawled it back brilliantly, but unable were to get, you know, the important time. They did get that stealth chopper. They did have full streaks. I'm not too sure what went on. They didn't use it, you know, just as effective as they could have. And you know what? It did show in the end. They did, unfortunately, lose that time which they needed. The scores, of course, were 140 to 217. It's going to be very interesting to see how they bounce back now, of course. You know, with such a loss like that, it's going to be somewhat heartbreaking. But from memory, the next map will be Search and Destroy. Not too sure what map it will be, but Smarty, I'm sure you would roughly know, hopefully.
Yeah, you know, actually, I don't know right now. But one thing I wanted to point out, Jonesy had like 31 kills. I think he was 31 and 18. So he did a really good job, was very good in that Imperfection comeback. But Exodus right now up one map. Now, I think we are going to be playing a CTF game. I'm not sure what map. I'll go ahead and get into the chat and ask.
You just jump into the chat.
Yeah. Hey, what are we doing next?
Hang on, because our fourth is resetting his internet because he was like 1 barring, 2 barring that, like pretty much the whole don't matter.
And I didn't get a reply right there, but it's okay. But it does look like it is Search and Destroy on Raid, which I really love this map. What do you think about it, Doc Curry?
You know what, I used to have mixed opinions of it, then I went to that LAN event, and you know what, I honestly fell in love with Raid Search and Destroy. The pro players out in the Australian League, they have some of the best frag grenade spots I have ever seen, and it showed during that weekend. And you know what, it just completely switched me around and just made me, you know, fall in love with Raid Search and Destroy. So I'm going to be very interested to see how, you know, the American teams, if they pull out any cheeky grenade spots or something roughly like that, because I, of course, you know, I tried a couple of them out in some league play games. I did hit 1 or 2 of them, and I was, you know, shocked because they are so dirty. So it's going to be very interesting to see if, you know, the American teams, how many, like, you know, sneaky little spots they have. But I am a fan of Search and Destroy Raid. I'm not too sure about you, Smarting. You a fan of it?
Yeah, I love Search and Destroy on Raid, mainly because you see so many different weapons being used. I mean, I'm sure you will see somebody use that warrior gun called the Scorpion, but we'll also see some DSR action, and that's what I love. I love to see the thermal snipers going on, and it's just an amazing game type. Anytime you go through the middle, there's always a bunch of action. So we'll try to get on board with the attacking team. As hopefully one of their players will try to go through the middle. We'll see if they get their face taken off by a DSR, because that's usually what happens. But I love
just got it real quick. I just have to interrupt you there. You did say some player get their face taken off, and at the LAN we did see a player pick up a massive triple feed. Like, he got the collateral, was the DSR of the spawn. Everyone lost it, and then he picked up another player. And ever since then, I've been running for that spot. Whenever I'm playing some 8s or league play, I have to go for that sports snipe after what I saw down there. So I couldn't agree more with you when you say players losing their faces straight off the bat with that DSR.
Yeah, it's crazy. Especially I did a snipers only search and destroy, and you wouldn't believe the wall banging that went on from people from the kitchen just shooting down through the the zigzag area.
Zigzag, yeah.
And like one guy got a collateral one game, and then the next game, a guy got 2 people like at different times, but right back to back, so he got the double kill, and that guy ended up getting an ace. So it was pretty amazing. But I'm ready for them to start this map up, so they are more than welcome to start it. I'm excited about this game. That was such an amazing game. I'm excited to see what XS can do in Search and Destroy, as well as Imperfection. Jonesy.
They definitely.
I mean, look at Jonesy's score right there, 51-75. I mean, you don't do that by being a scrub. He's a good player, so we'll see what he can do in this.
It'll be very interesting. He didn't have the greatest start to that hardpoint game, but he brought it back brilliantly and did, of course, an amazing job. Unfortunately, they didn't get the win, but in all honesty, I'd have to give Jonesy player of the match for that one. He did an amazing job at just running into the hill, just tearing kids up with that Scorpion Evo, and just all around such a solid effort by him. So it's going to be very interesting if he can do just as equal to a good job in the Search and Destroy on Raid. But hopefully they can start up soon. They're all in their Xbox Live parties. I'm not too sure who is party leader, but hopefully they do hear this and they do start it up shortly. I am raring to go. I'm not too sure about you, Smarty. If you're pumped, you're ready for it?
Yeah, I'm pumped right now, and I just found out from EMP Illusions, Imperfections Illusion, that Tyler, which I'm guessing is Tika's, was trying to sign in. I like that name. But he must have got booted too when I did. But I don't think I got DOSed, but yeah.
Well, the stream did drop, so it's probably just something to do with the Xbox Live servers. But stuff like that happens. That's what happens when you play online. But we are, of course, back in the game is underway. It will, of course, be map number 2, Search and Destroy on Raid, in this show match between Team XS and Team Imperfection.
Yeah, and we'll go ahead and get on board with the attacking team, as we will see where they push. Now, I prefer to push to B right off the bat, but where do you like to push?
You know what? I love seeing the delayed B push and then rotate over to A. I've seen that so many times, and I've seen teams pull it off to absolute perfection. But I'm just right now on board with Hype, who looks like he's going for a bit of a dolphin dive straight down the M8, trying to pre-fire. Did spot a player coming around the corner. Will start snipe now. Very interesting to see how, he's in such an awkward position with an M8 here. He did go straight down the middle, but shots exchanging. Shock does take out Ryan. PP dropping, everyone dropping around the map, in fact. As the bomb has gone down, 40 on the clock, takes 7.5 to defuse. Both teams, they have control of somewhat respected hearts. There are only 2 squads left alive, but TCAS makes it a 2-on-2 situation. Pulls out the sniper, but answers back with another one. One player left alive. It's going to be Hype. He's going to be inside that middle area. He's got to defend the bomb. 20 seconds on it. He does spot one player. Shots going down. Callouts would have been given, as it looks like right now. I just got to quickly have a cheeky look at PP. He's going for the defuse, and it unfortunately looks like he will get it. And as TCAS does finish him off there. And what a come around from the Imperfection squad. They have got to be raring. They did just go in a 2-3 clutch situation with the bomb defuse. As we watch the kill cam, TCAS does take out the final player for XS, and that does make the scores 1-0.
Yeah, TCAS did a really good job there. He picked up some early kills for his team, but I want to go ahead and see his score right now, but I can't. Okay, yeah, he picked up 3 in a row right there. let's go ahead and jump on board with him as he does have the